Good morning. I'm Karen Torontis with Social You. It's time for What's Up Wednesday. We come to you live every Wednesday to talk about social media and digital marketing tips, tricks, and trends. And all this month, we've been talking about Instagram. There's a lot to cover. Instagram, trying to be all things to all people, has made it increasingly more difficult to stay up to date on posting because you have stories, posts, reels, a lot. So we've been covering everything this month. If you want to kind of go back and see some of the other information, please feel free to do that. But today we're going to talk about captions and consistency and characters. And by characters, I mean emojis. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let's talk about captions first. First and foremost, 2,200 characters is a lot. That's a lot for real estate for captions. It's tremendous. And people are not going to read huge blocks of text anyway. It looks messy and unformatted. Ideally, based on statistics, the ideal length is between 1 and 50 characters. And this is just what research has said from 2021. These tend to drive more interaction, and they analyze like 6 million posts. So about 50 characters is ideal. Now, statistics also say that longer captions are trending more. So the longer the caption, the higher the engagement. And this has been growing for the past few years. So when you get on Instagram and you see it looks like a blog post in the caption, that's why people are doing that, because longer is generating more engagement. So the short answer is you're going to have to try it and see what works for you. I am never going to write a whole blog on an Instagram post. There's no way. But I also don't do filters on our stuff either. So maybe I'm the odd man out. But you have to do what works for you and what works for your customer. So sometimes I think you can get away with shorter, and sometimes I think longer will work. But you need to test it and find out, what works for you. So I would tell you, be very aware of the 50 is kind of your target, and experiment. I would do a week's worth of longer posts to see if people respond to that more than the shorter posts. Okay, moving forward. Consistently. You must post consistently for Instagram to consider you, for the algorithm to show people you're posting. If you're not consistent, they're less likely to show people what you're posting. What do I mean by consistent? I mean at least 3 times a week, and that's for posts. There is not really a requirement for stories, although if you're going to do stories less than 3 times a week, again, you have to have enough there for people to go back to and see on the regular. And same thing with reels. You can do reels every day. That would be great. But if you could do about 3 a week, that would be killer. That's your minimum. So ideally on Instagram, you're looking at posting about once a day, Monday through Saturday. Sundays, the stats are not good on Sunday. So if you're going to take a day off, Sunday's the day to take. If you're going to post reels as well as posts, you can double up and do 3 reels and have them also be posts, and then do 3 posts. And now you're covered. You have 6 posts a week. If that is too much for you to bite off, then do 2 posts and 1 reel. Do what works for your bandwidth, but 3 is absolutely the minimum, because if you don't post consistently, again, Instagram thinks that you're hit or miss, and they won't consider you a priority. Okay, so let's talk. And the other quick caveat about captions: put your hashtags in the caption. If you put it in the comments, it's not weighed. Instagram, they used to not care. You could put it in the caption or the comments and it didn't matter. They care now. So it really has to be in the caption. So let's get into emojis, because a lot, depending on your age, you might or might not use emojis. And there's no telling what some of them mean, because the meanings behind them change pretty regularly. So let's talk about emojis for business. And I love to talk about stats first. So tweets with emojis will have an increased engagement by 25%. Facebook posts will have 57% increase. Instagram content with emojis see an engagement increase of 48%. That is a lot. Comments and shares increase by 33% when emojis are present. An emoji in the subject line of an email increases the open rate by 29% and the click-through rate by 28%. 64% say they will open an email because of a subject line. More than half of emoji users say they're more likely to look at an email from a brand that uses emojis. That blows my mind right there, up to 64%. Push notifications with emojis are opened 85% more than those without. Wow. 59% of consumers 18 to 34 believe companies are overdoing it. Yeah, but that isn't really supported by the other stats, because people, when they see them, they engage with them. So 64% of emoji users are willing to purchase things like food or movie tickets or clothing using emojis. And in a survey, 51% of respondents said they're likely to engage with a brand if more emojis are used. Have also been used to innovate marketing campaigns. It's been about 2 years ago, but Taco Bell had 33,000 something email signatures for a taco emoji, and you know now that it's available. Disney used emojis to promote The Force Awakens. When the Beatles launched on Spotify, they used emojis, and it was 4 times more popular than the Beatles launch because of the emojis. So let me say that again. When the Beatles launched on Spotify, they used emojis. Beatles on Spotify was the hashtag, 4 times more popular than just Beatles, and they captured 83% of the conversation by including emojis, that's wild. And don't be an emoji snob. If your brand is too exclusive for emojis, you may be excluding potential customers because they expect to see them here and there. That's just the way it is. So where do you find good emojis? There are several sources. I'm going to give you 3. My personal favorite is Emojipedia. It's an emoji reference website with documents the meaning and the common usage of the emoji characters based on the standard. So you can accidentally use an emoji that might have a more adult meaning to it. It will tell you what it means. And if you're looking for, oh gosh, there's a wasp. If you're looking for a purple heart versus just a red heart, or a pink heart or a white heart, it's all there. All of that information is there. Or you're like, I need an emoji that means celebration, and I don't know exactly what I need. You can type in the topic and it will give you everything it has. So you might get champagne glasses, or a balloon, or streamers, or a gift. It'll give you everything that it considers to be related to that topic. Emojim is a browser-based app that helps you search and discover the right emoji for your social media updates, blog posts, marketing materials, and more. This tool features a responsive design that's clickable, and it's available on desktop. It's also tappable on mobile devices. That's the drawback of Emojipedia. It's really only for your desktop. It doesn't work as well on a phone, and Emojim does work just as well on a phone as it does on your laptop. And Emoji Copy is free. All of these are free, by the way. Web-based, so it's going to work better on your computer. It has the option to create a line of emojis all at once. The younger the audience, the more likely they are to do multiple emojis as a response. I might put a single smiley face or a single laughing face, whereas someone who thinks it's hilarious that's younger than 25 might put 3 skulls and indicating this is hilarious, I'm dead. 3 smiles. I mean, they'll use a whole line of copy. So if you want to respond like that, Emoji Copy is the way to go, because it allows you to do multiples quickly in a line, quickly create the string of emojis that can be copied and pasted anywhere you need for them to be. So that is it for the emojis. That is it. This wraps up our Instagram information for this month. We will be back next week. I need a topic for next month. So you guys, if there's a theme you have in mind, or there's something you want to hear about, please let me know. We're going to be selecting the topic in the next 2 days so that I can get the research done and get ready for the live next week. So let me know what you're interested in, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. You guys, I thank you so much for joining me this morning. Again, I'm Karen Taradas with Social U, and until next week, I'm here to help. Thanks. Thank you, Dee. This is what happens when I can't make it actually into the office. So thank you. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys next week.